Before astrology was a personality tool, before the zodiac became pop culture, before the sky was divided into signs and symbols, there were temples, there were stones, there were goddesses. Cut to images of Inanna, Isis, Hathor, Ninhursag, the megalithic mothers. The ancient world understood something our modern world has forgotten. Astrology was not entertainment, it was architecture. A sacred blueprint woven into stone, encoded in myth, and carved into the very landscape of our civilizations. For years, I've studied these systems, the goddess religions of Sumer and Egypt, the megalithic temples of Malta, the mysteries of Avalon, the star alignments hidden in our most ancient structures. And what I discovered is this: the zodiac was once a goddess initiation path, a 12-gated journey through courage, embodiment, mind, memory, sovereignty, ritual, union, shadow, truth, legacy, innovation, and finally, return. In this series, Cosmic Architecture, the Goddess Blueprint of the Zodiac, we will walk through each of the 12 gates guided by the goddesses who defined them. Inanna, Isis, Hathor, Ma'at, Namu, Tiamat, the Lady of Avalon, and the megalithic mothers whose stones still speak. This is not modern astrology. This is the original star wisdom that shaped temples, civilizations, myth, bodies, and consciousness. Each episode is both a history and an initiation, a remembrance, a return. I'm Opal Unicorn, astrologer, consciousness explorer, and researcher of ancient goddess systems. It is my honor to guide you through this journey. Welcome to Cosmic Architecture. The gates are opening. Let's begin. Welcome to my channel. This is Opal Unicorn, and welcome to my series and episode 8, Cosmic Architecture, the Goddess Blueprint of the Zodiac, Scorpio. Episode 8 is the dark heart of my entire series. This is the descent. This is the death, the stripping away, the reckoning, the shadow, the power. This is where Inanna's myth comes fully alive as the template of Scorpio and the 8th house. In this episode, the goddess is no longer the radiant queen. She becomes an initiate. Episode 8, the descent, the death, and the underworld initiation. To transform, you must descend. To reclaim your power, you must meet your shadow. We now enter the 8th gate and the realm of death, sex, secrets, power, and the underworld goddess. Cosmic Architecture, our episode 8, Scorpio, the descent, death, and the underworld initiation. We are going to be visualizing burning embers, snake imagery, deep red shadows, the fire in the cave. Scorpio is the 8th house, the realm of death and rebirth, initiation, shadow, sexuality, and shared power. Here, everything false is stripped away. Everything is hidden that is revealed. Everything dying is transformed. We visualize and we see Inanna, the 7 gates. We see Sumer, Scorpio is the realm of Inanna's descent into the underworld, one of the oldest surviving initiation myths on Earth. Inanna, queen of heaven, chooses to enter the great below, the underworld, ruled by her sister, Ereshkigal. At each of the 7 gates, Inanna is forced to surrender a piece of her identity, her crown, her jewels, her breastplate, her scepter, her robes. Scorpio is this moment. When everything you used to define yourself is taken away and only truth remains. Ereshkigal, the shadow sister, does not greet her with warmth. She does not praise her sister Inanna. She does not smile when she sees her long-lost sister. She cries out in labor pains, tears, tears the sky with her grief, and executes Inanna. Whoa. Hanging her lifeless body on a hook. The silence is heavy. This is the 8th house. The death before the rebirth and the destruction before the transformation. Ereshkigal is not evil. She is the truth keeper, the one who holds the pain, the rage, the grief, the rest of the world refuses to acknowledge. Scorpio teaches that without facing your Ereshkigal, your buried emotions, your past wounds, your unspoken truths, you cannot rise. And if you look at some of these ancient cuneiform tablets and some of these ancient pillar artworks of Ereshkigal in the ancient underworld, she's depicted as half owl, half human fertility goddess. That is because she is the original Athena, the original wisdom owl, the eagle of the night. And we continue on our way through Egypt, Isis and Osiris, death as doorway. In Egypt, Scorpio appears through the myth of Isis and Osiris. Osiris's body scattered, Isis gathering the pieces, resurrection as image. Osiris is murdered and dismembered, his body parts scattered across the land. Isis travels through Egypt, collecting each fragment, weeping as she restores his form. But Osiris does not return life unchanged. He becomes Lord of the Underworld, a transformed being. Scorpio teaches what dies is not the end. It is the beginning of power. In Malta, the Hypogeum, the womb tomb initiation, we go back to the Hypogeum of Malta, the sleeping lady spiraling descent downward into the hollow earth underworld. In Malta, Scorpio's gate is the Hypogeum, an underworld womb tomb where birth and death blur into one sacred threshold. Here, initiates entered darkness to confront visions, ancestors, and the unknown. Some chambers were painted red, the color of blood, life, and death. Resonance chambers deep within the temple produce frequencies that alter consciousness. Scorpio is the hypogeum within your soul, the place where you shed your old skin and be reborn. In Avalon, the Isle of the Dead. In Avalon, Scorpio appears through the great crossing, the journey to the Isle of Apples, where Arthur is taken over death to be healed and renewed. The lesson of Scorpio is that fire transforming into smoke, smoke forming into new shape. So what does Scorpio teach your soul? That transformation requires surrender, that death is a doorway, that shadow is a teacher, that intimacy demands vulnerability, and that power is born through truth. The 8th gate is not gentle, it is honest. In Inanna's myth, after 3 days suspended in the void, she is resurrected, not because she begged, not because she was innocent, but because she confronted her shadow without turning away. This is Scorpio's gift. Rebirth on the other side of surrender. Inanna, Ereshkigal, Isis, Osiris, the Hypogeum, the barge to Avalon, all stand at this gate to remind you that descent is sacred, death is initiation, and transformation is your birthright. This is Scorpio, the 8th gate of the goddess Zodiac. Join me for episode 9, Sagittarius, the quest, the cosmos, and the keeper of the divine laws. I'm Opal Unicorn, and this is Cosmic Architecture. Thank you for walking this star walk with me. We've explored how ancient architects shaped stone to mirror the sky, how they encoded the movements of stars, planets, and seasons into temples, pyramids, and megaliths, and how Earth itself became a living blueprint of the cosmos. If this journey awakens something in you, a curiosity, a memory, a resonance, then you are exactly where you are meant to be. Because cosmic architecture is not just history, it is a reminder that the universe has always been speaking to us through geometry, through alignment, through myth, and through the stones our ancestors left behind. I'm Opal Unicorn, your guide through stone and star. If you'd like to continue the Star Walk, make sure to like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you never miss the next gateway we uncover together. And tell me in the comments below, which ancient site should we explore next? Giza, Karnak, Stonehenge, Machu Picchu, or a place you've already dreamed of visiting? Until the next journey, may the stars guide your steps, and may the ancient architects walk beside you. This is Cosmic Architecture, the Star Walk Blueprint. Your next portal opens soon.